Rediscovering Gita for the Modern World by Shrikant Soman. Based on Essays on Gita by Sri Aurobindo. Second series, Part 1. The Synthesis of Works, Love and Knowledge. Chapter 2 of second series, The Synthesis of Devotion and Knowledge. Continued from the previous episode 101, The Three Movements to Spiritual Freedom. Current episode 102. The Superiority of Bhakti with Knowledge. The Four Kinds of Devotion and the Path to the Knower. From imperfect to integral devotion. The Gita describes four types of devotees, from those who seek worldly benefits to those who worship with integral knowledge. It teaches that while all forms of devotion are valid and accepted by the divine, only the knower, or jnani, attains the highest and most complete spiritual realization. Key takeaways. The Gita recognizes four types of devotees. The Artha afflicted, Artharthi seeker of worldly goods, Jijnasu seeker of knowledge, and Jnani knower are all considered good, but the Jnani is the most highly regarded. Imperfect devotion still has value. Even those who worship for personal worldly gains are not rejected. They are accepted by the divine, who works through their faith to lead them to a higher understanding. Partial devotion is a preparatory step. Worshipping limited forms of the divine or other deities is a lower but necessary stage that helps a person's faith grow until they are ready to transcend their desires and seek the Supreme Being. The divine meets people where they are. The Supreme Godhead, who is difficult to know, reveals himself in forms that correspond to a person's faith and desires, helping them to eventually seek only him. The devotion of the knower is the highest. The Jnani has no desires or griefs, because their devotion is based on complete knowledge of the divine as the all and the transcendent, leading to a perfect and constant union with the Supreme. The four kinds of devotees. Among those moving towards the divine, the Gita identifies four types of devotees. The afflicted, Artha. They turn to God for refuge from sorrow and suffering. The seeker of worldly goods, Artharthi. They seek God for worldly benefits. The seeker of knowledge, Jijnasu. They come to God in a desire for knowledge. The knower, Jnani. They worship God with knowledge. The Gita says all these types are good, but it gives its full approval only to the last. The Gita calls all these movements high and good, but it says bhakti with knowledge is the best of all. The first three forms of bhakti are considered preparatory movements. The Gita explains that it takes many lifetimes to attain integral knowledge. It is rare to find a great soul who can see the divine in everything and enter into him completely. The imperfect devotion. One might ask how devotion that seeks worldly benefits is noble. It seems to be full of ego, weakness and desire. Such a devotee doesn't approach the divine in his complete truth. Instead, they create an imperfect image of God. This image reflects their own needs and temperament. They might worship God as Indra, Vishnu, Shiva, Christ or Buddha. Or they might see God as a giver of love and mercy, or a god of justice, wrath or terror. They worship these forms to get what they want. It is rare to find the great soul who knows that the omnipresent being Vasudeva is all there is. People are led away by outer desires. Their inner knowledge is stolen by these desires. They resort to other deities. These are imperfect forms of the divine that correspond to their desires. They follow their own limited needs, thinking it's the highest truth. The Godhead in these forms gives them what they desire if their faith is strong. But these rewards are temporary. It is a petty intelligence that makes their pursuit of these things the main principle of their religion. Those who worship the integral Godhead embrace all this and transcend it. They elevate the gods and nature. They go beyond them to the very Godhead. Devotees of the gods go to the gods, but the devotees of the transcendent and integral Godhead come to him. The Divine's grace. The Supreme Godhead does not reject these imperfect devotees. He is difficult to know. He is unborn and superior to all partial manifestations. He is hidden by a cloak of Maya. He is one with the world but also beyond it. He is in all hearts but not revealed to everyone. Man in nature thinks these manifestations are all that the Divine is, but they are only his works, powers and veils. He knows all past, present and future beings. But no one yet knows him completely. Therefore, he meets people where they are. He accepts their devotion and responds with love and compassion. These imperfect forms are a way for human intelligence to touch him. These desires are the first means by which souls turn to him. No devotion is worthless, no matter how limited. It has one essential element, faith. Whatever form of him a devotee worships with faith, he makes that faith firm. By the power of that faith, the devotee gets their desire. They get the spiritual realization they are ready for. By seeking all good from the Divine, they will eventually seek only the Divine. By depending on the Divine for their joys, they will learn to find all joy in Him. By knowing the Divine in His forms, they will come to know Him as the All and the Transcendent. The knower's devotion. Thus, devotion becomes one with knowledge. The Jiva comes to delight in the one Godhead. The Divine is known as all being and all things. He is known in nature and in the self. He is known as that which is beyond both. The Jiva is always in constant union with Him. His life is a perpetual union with the Transcendent. All his devotion is centered on Him alone. It is not on any partial deity or rule. This single devotion is his entire way of living. He has gone beyond all religious creeds and rules of conduct. He has no griefs, for he possesses all bliss. He has no desires, for he possesses the highest and the all. He has no doubts, for all knowledge flows to him. He loves the Divine perfectly and is loved in return. This is the God-lover who has knowledge. The Godhead says this knower is his own self. The others grasp only aspects of nature. But the knower grasps the very being of the Purushottama. His is a divine birth in the supreme nature. He is complete in being, perfect in will, absolute in love, and perfected in knowledge. His cosmic existence is justified because he has exceeded it. He has found his highest truth of being.